So I'm Olivier Bovis. I'm the marketing director for our broadcast business in Europe. Well, the contribution of Sony probably starts ahead of the game by focusing on the content creation aspect. I think before you stream 4K, you need to have acquired 4K content. In this area, I think there is probably three areas. The first one is more at core technology level, where we've been developing specific codecs, for example, to work on production and capture 4K, make 4K easy to edit and all the rest of it. The second part is the products, and it started quite some time ago, funny enough, with us introducing 4K projectors, for example, in cinema in the first place. There's about 17,000 of them now deployed worldwide for people that want to see 4K cinema experience. And after that, we focused on the acquisition aspect. So it was primarily camera development, aimed first at cinema production, then live production for sports application, and nowadays pretty much covering almost every aspect of all program genre that you can find. The third part is supporting the production of 4K at the beginning stage. And you've heard all about, I'm sure, the FIFA World Cup, where 3 matches were recorded in 4K. But these are only some of the examples. We did the first rugby 4K transmission trial a few years ago now. We then shot music concerts with Muse or Pierre Gabriel, fashion shoots, operas and so on. So there's quite a lot of production work that is being carried out with our support. 4K, it's not a resolution quest actually, it's about how in a world that is dominated by content, which you can get anywhere nowadays, how do you make content more valuable for the people who create the content and for the audience, right? So you can get high definition resolution on a mobile phone these days, right? So how do you get the experience and the wow factor into someone that comes back home and switch on their 55, 65 and maybe bigger size even in the near future? It's part of that quest, and it's making really sure that the audience can really enjoy the entertainment that actually 4K can bring. On the other side, for the people who create the content, it's about how can they monetize their asset in the best possible way. And I'll give you an example that would probably resonate in people's mind. Historically, think about the Star Wars franchise. Yeah, that was started in the mid-70s. It was first in the cinema. Then somewhere, I don't exactly recall, but anyway, VHS came along and people bought the VHS tape. And then a few years after, they made a DVD, and they did the DVD remastered. And they did the DVD remastered with extended duration, whatever it contained. And then they did a Blu-ray version. And funny enough, all of that was because the quality initially of the asset allowed actually to pump it up and make sure the audience could always enjoy something better out of what they already knew, funny enough. And I think it's a lot of that as well with 4K today. Oh, God knows what the TV of tomorrow will be. Maybe the entire wall will be broadcasting the image. Maybe you will have to just scroll down a rolling, device just to get the entire wall filled in with beautiful images. So I think it's difficult to predict. One thing for sure is that more content will come up, and this content will have to fight to find the space in front of the eyes of the audience, because that's one of the key challenges today. There is so many content everywhere. How much of your time do you dedicate, and therefore what do you want to watch? So people will continue to search the quest of getting more outcome, of more wow factor out of what they produce to get the audience to buy into their program. And maybe 8K, maybe again more resolution, maybe more further immersive technology will come in place. But one thing for sure, if I may conclude on the context of the ultra broadband, you will certainly need more pipe to bring all this data to home, that's for sure.